Today's homework review is page, I guess this was actually page 5. No, what was this? This was page 3 and 4 of the booklet from the other day. This is like among the trickiest stuff that we really have to do in grade 6 for this algebra stuff. And I hope that once you got the hang of it, it wasn't too bad. We're gonna be doing a little bit, tiny bit more practice of this today. And then I just feel like it's better to do a bit more practice of this today. That's seemingly what everyone voted for as well. And then you guys will be really set for tomorrow. So first of all, I showed this one already. We're gonna write the equations for each of these. So this one shows us I'm just gonna use x's, okay, for all of these today. So we have 2 x's, which is our variable. So this is our variable. And then it equals 10. We have 10 counters. So the work that we have to do is we have to get the x by itself. Well, what's attached to the x? It is multiplied by 2. So we need to do divide by 2. What we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So this gets crossed off, and then we have x equals 10 divided by 2, which is 5, which they already did for us. Okay, so hopefully we're kind of okay for that one. Alrighty, next one, we're gonna write the equation first. So here we have, again, 2 x's equals, and then here we have 12, okay? How do we get the x by itself? Same deal, we need to do divide by 2. What we do to one side, we need to do to the other. So now these are gone, and we are left with x equals 6. There you go. Okay, next one is we have 4 x's equals, what is this, 12, okay? So now we need to get the x's again by itself. So we have a multiply here, so we have to do the opposite. What we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So this is x equals 3. There we go. Okay, next one. Okay, we have, this is actually not really as bad. So we have 36 on one side, and then we have 3 x's on the other. Okay, we have to get the x all by itself. What do we do? What's attached? Times by 3. So what's the opposite function? It is divide by 3. Divide by 3. Okay, so these are gone. So that means we have x equals 36 divided by 3, which is 12. Okay, good stuff. Now, this one is like kind of ultra tricky because there's 2 variables, but we need to use what we know from this in here. So this is secretly a 12. So I'm now going to write my equation using the information that I know. So I only have 1 x, and then I have 12. So they're adding them together because they're different objects, right? Like we wouldn't multiply them because it's not the same thing. Equals 16. We have to get the x all by itself. So we knew minus 12, minus 12. Those are gone. X equals 4. There you go. Double check. If this is a 4, we add them together. Yep, 4 plus 12 is 16. Ta-da! Whew! Okay, this is some fun stuff. All right, next is this one. Okay, so same thing. Alrighty. So here we're gonna write the equation first. So we have, I wish I had more space. Okay, well, whatever. We have 3 plus x equals 4 plus 4, okay? I'm gonna simplify this. So I'm still gonna write, I'm just gonna go over here. 3 plus x equals, well, what's 4 plus 4? 8. Okay, I wanna get the x all by itself, so I need to get rid of it. So we do the opposite function, which is minus 3. So what I do to one side, I must do to the other. So those ones are gone on this side. So then I have x equals 5. There you go. Okay, next one, write my equation first. So here I have 3 x's equals 10 plus 2. Okay, I'm going to solve it. Okay, 3 x's. Well, our mind would prefer this to look different. Our mind would prefer that to look like 12. Okay, we still have something annoying this x. It's a multiply 3, so we have to do the inverse function, which is divide by 3. What we do to one side, we have to do to the other. There we go. Those are gone. So then x equals 4. Okay, next one. Write the equation first to begin. So we have, okay, well, I'm just going to keep it simple. So 7 plus 7, just as they have it, equals 5 plus 3x. Okay, if our mind can do some simple arithmetic first, we're going to. So we're going to get rid of this. We're going to make this simpler to look at. So 7 plus 7 is 14, equals 5 plus 3x. Okay, now we have a lot of things that are annoying this x. The x has a couple things annoying it. So first we're going to do the easy math, which is the subtraction. So I'm going to subtract minus 5 from both sides. Do to one side, remember I have to do to the other. 14 minus 5 is 9, equals 3x. Still, the x is not by itself, right? It's being annoyed by this multiply by 3. So we have to do the opposite function, which is divide by 3. Okay, so now these are gone. My singular x equals 3. Okay, right on. Now, these next ones are definitely more challenging. Okay, so we're going to write down our formula first. So it is 7 plus 2x's equals 5 plus 3x's. Okay, I hope we're kind of okay with that one. I'm just going to work over here for this one. Okay, I'm just going to actually rewrite it. 7 plus 2x equals 5 plus 3x's. Okay, whoa. In this one, we have something kind of funky going on. We have the x's here and here. Now, we need to get them together. We have to get them together. We have to, because eventually the goal is to isolate the variable, right? We want to eventually have x all by itself. Okay, so we have to do a little bit of trickery here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to move around the easy ones that I have, which is the 5, the ones that do not have the variables. So I'm going to move this first. Okay, get rid of this. So now we have 2 plus 2x equals 3x. Okay, still, this is confusing. So we need to do something else to get these variables together so they're all on the same side. Well, we're going to move this one. We're going to move this one because it's smaller to move and we can get it to be touching this one. So the opposite function of minus 2x, or sorry, plus 2x is minus 2x. So I do to one side, I have to do to the other. Okay, those are gone. So now I have 2 equals, well, what is 3 minus 2? So we know we have, it's like here we have 3 x's, and then we're doing like take away 2 x's, right? So it's kind of like we've just done the Zorro on, we've taken away 2, right? That's what we've done. So then we're left with just 1x. So there you go. That's it. 2. To double check, a smart idea is we know we're going to replace our triangle with a 2, right? That's what we've solved. So I'm just going to do, this is like 2, right? This triangle is actually 2, and then this triangle also is actually 2. So here on this side, I have 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 2 is 11. I'm going to see if 11 is equal to what's on the other side. So here, this is a 2, this is a 2, and this is a 2. So this together is 6, right? 2 times 3 is 6, plus 5 is, woohoo, 11. Nice, excellent. That's a very smart way to double check your work. Okie dokie, last one is this guy. Okay, so we have 4 plus how many x's? 4 x's equals 10 plus a singular x. Okay, now what we need to do is a same strategy. We have to try to get the x's on one side, just like we did here, and then we want to try to get, so there's a simple number on the other side. Okay, so, all right, first thing we're going to do is minus 4. Okay, we do to one side, we have to do the other. So we have 4x equals 10 minus 4 is 6 plus x. Okay, so we've started to make it a little bit more simple. What's the next thing that we should do? Well, are we happy right now? Do we see our x's only on one side, right? The goal is to get this x like quarantined. It has to be all by itself. Well, we need to move the x's around. So we get the x's on one side, then we can get like a digit, a value on the other side. So the easiest thing to do here is move the smaller one. So we're going to move this x. So what's the opposite of 1x? Well, we're going to do subtract an x. Opposite function, subtract an x. Okay, 0 comes along, those guys are gone. So now this is an imaginary 1x, right? This is called a subscript. So if we don't have anything before the x, we know it's like a 1x, right? Like, so say we had x, that's the same as 1x. If we had 2 x's, then it would be like this one, right? Like here we have 2 x's. Okay, but this one I just have 1x, so I've just drawn 1x like this. So this is it. So if I'm doing 4 minus 1, I would have 3x equals 6. Are we happy yet? Still not happy. So we have to get rid of this, right? We know they're multiplying, so what's the inverse function? It is divide by 3. What I do to one side, I must do to the other. So x equals 2. We can check this by putting this in. So I'm going to go, 2, this is 2, this is 2, this is 2, this is 2, and this is 2. Okay, so let's do our math. So here we have 2 times 4, which is 8, 4 plus 8, and then here I have 10 plus 2, right? Okay, so 4 plus 8 is 12. Is that equal to 10 plus 2, which is 12? Woohoo! They are balanced. Okay, nice work, guys. Look at this. Woo! Look at all that cool work that you did. This is pretty fancy schmancy. Only to get, just to get these answers, right? That's what we were trying to get. It seems simple when we just have 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, right? To get all of this work to get there. Okay, well done. We're gonna do a bit more practice of this today to get this a bit more kind of like locked in, a little bit more practice, because I know we're still in like kind of like a little bit of the practice like learning phase for this. Yeah, but well done if you did this. If you weren't getting it, then I suggest that I'll post just these pages again, and then maybe what you could do is just like try it from scratch again if you didn't quite get it on the first try. But I'm proud of you for trying if you did at least attempt to do this, because it's not the easiest stuff. Okay, good job. See you soon. We're doing, oh, by the way, we're doing a review optional Zoom at 10:15 if anyone wants to do that. Okay,